always buy your used power equipment from the divorced, pissed off wife. You get it for cheap.
These are the days, and everything's still possible. Our dreams are alive, we've got that fire inside. These are the days. These are the days, and everything's still possible.
Sorry we've been gone.
Here's all the stuff we've been
Here's
doing.
all the stuff we've been doing, and we're going to get you caught up on. It's just the problem is we've had a lot of stuff going on. We've been filming, but the time to edit and put the other footage together just wasn't there. So we're going to walk you through today, show you what we've been working on, and we'll also roll the clips in, like the dirt and putting up the trellises,
building
the raised beds, and then we've also got some chicken updates for you as well that we'll show you here in a little bit. But we're going to start here in Stina's new home.
Then we'll be caught up and we won't feel so overwhelmed, and then we can get back on track.
Yes.
So, okay, so we tripled the size of our garden at the old house, right?
Correct.
So before we just had these 2 white beds, and now we've built 4 more, and I'll probably do some more also. But we did those. We did our arch trellises, super easy with cattle panel and T-posts. And the reason we did them here is because the sun is going in this direction and we didn't want anything to shade it out. So I put a lot of direct sow seeds that you can direct sow into the garden too. And there's a few things that need a little longer in our little mini greenhouse, and they'll come out, and this will be really full, and maybe some rows in the front if I can get Jeff to dig it up for me.
It's coming. What do you got right here?
Okay, so here we did radishes. It's our first year of doing radishes, and in this bucket is carrots. Also first year for those. Here we have all climbing beans and Chinese noodle beans, which are some of our favorites, and then just some regular runner beans and peas on that side. They're both really prolific growers and produce a lot, so that's why we like them for these trellises, because they're going to just cover this in green. You won't even be able to see this anymore once they're all the way over. Here will be squash and cucumbers, and in any little spots that we have, I'm sticking in flowers and onions and things, just so that we have nice full beds. We have a little more experience this year. I think I could have fit a lot more in our other garden, but I didn't know. I wanted to give everything enough room and not crowd it out, and now I'm just gonna put stuff as much as I can in there. And
we're also not fighting the shade.
Yeah.
This area gets way more sun than our old house ever did.
This bed right here gets a little shade, but I think that our lettuces and kale and any brassicas we do will go there and thrive, because it'll get a little break from the heat of the day, because here in the summer we can get up to 110 or more. So I think they'll really like that respite in that spot, but everything else is full sun, and I think it'll do great here. Oh, up here I built these with no help.
All by herself.
Jeff came home one day and was like, what? But all of this stone was left over from when they rocked our house, and we have piles of it everywhere. So I just stacked these and filled them up with our raised bed dirt, and they're doing great. I haven't killed this lavender yet, which is a feat. Usually I kill the things that like to be left alone. I ruin them. I love my plants too much, and I want to always water and bother them. Lavender doesn't like that. We have a little strawberry bed. This will always be strawberries.
Those are the same strawberries that came from the old house too.
Yep.
We just moved them.
And look, there's a little one. They ripened up kind of fast because the plant got stressed out. But yeah, they're doing okay. I haven't killed those yet either. lots of our herbs I started from seed this year, so they're not out yet. They're in the little greenhouse, which we'll go over to, and you can see because we sowed all of those, like 300 seeds. Here we'll have all tomatoes and peppers. Tomatoes will grow up on this trellis here, and peppers can grow in the front because they don't get quite as tall as the indeterminate tomatoes. And I don't remember what I planned. Okra.
Yeah, okra. Well, we got onions over here too.
Oh yeah. Those are impressive. Because 3 days ago they didn't look like that. These are all types of flowers to bring our pollinators in. These are all herbs. The cilantro you can tell already, sage, dill, stuff we use all the time. Down here, I think these are, oh yeah, cucumbers, some more lettuces, arugula and rainbow chard. And then down here we did some more just to succession sow some things. So we've got some spinach and stuff that hasn't quite come up. Down here we have okra and some beans. And I don't know what these are because it wiped off of the label. Some of these will be a surprise. This is all spinach that's doing pretty good. I think I'll let them get just a tiny bit bigger before they come out. And then we have butter lettuce, arugula, or maybe that's kale. This is arugula and more rainbow chard. And then here's some peas that are having some peas and beans that are having a little trouble coming up. I'm not sure why. And we have some peppers growing and broccoli up there. So I think we have a really good variety of all stuff that we eat, but maybe some different varieties that we can't get from the grocery store. And then a couple new things too that we don't know if we like or not, or if we'll be any good at growing it, but we'll try it out. A lot of people here in the South like okra. I've only had it a couple of times. I don't love it so far, but maybe maybe if I grow it myself, I'll like it. Or if not, we'll just give it away to our neighbors that do like it. Or Nini. Wood chips for free.
Oh yeah.
For the garden and for chickens.
So a couple weeks ago, there's
a couple weeks, so it was like more than a month ago.
Yeah, it was. So there's a website called Chip Drop, and basically what it is if you want wood chips, so tree companies, they go to a customer's house, they cut down a tree and they chip it, right? Well, they typically have to, from what I know, they have to pay to dump that to get rid of it. So Chip Drop came along and you can register on there, and it's basically a place where they can go through and they can look and see if there's anybody nearby like us that signed up and said, hey, you can come dump the wood chips at our house for free. There's the wood chips, and Gus giving Mama some loves.
Oh. He never does that.
But that's
it's 2 truckloads.
yeah, that is 2 truckloads. So free.
These wildflowers are really cool. We're gonna spread some more out for fun, so we can have some variety. But out here is wild violets, and Grandpa's favorite, these orange ones, are called Indian paintbrush, and they're native flowers to here. You don't have to do anything to get them to come up, which is my favorite kind of flower.
Yeah. They just appear.
Yep.
But hey, we got something else cool to show you.
It's not our giant brush pile.
So we'll roll some footage of this, but a buddy of mine had this at his house, and he was like, hey man, I'm getting rid of it, do you want it? I was like, yeah, sure. Well, when he said that at the time, I didn't quite realize how big it was, and then I went and looked at it, and he had an uncle that said, yeah, we can move it on a rollback, and we did it. Little sketchy, but we did it. I think the state trooper would have stopped us had he saw us, but we made it.
So what is it?
This is where the little chickens are. You gotta knock. They're all moving to the back.
Hey, girlfriends. We have these boxes in here just in case they got cold and wanted to huddle up. I think they can come out now. But yeah, they don't look like little cotton puffs anymore. And I think we have one rooster in here hiding. I think we got fluffed with one rooster in one of the boxes. There he is. That guy. But that's okay. We're gonna let him stay. But they're doing good, and they're getting less and less scared of us now. They're doing better. We come out here a few times a day and kind of just hang out with them and get them used to us more. And they'll be ready to lay eggs in about 10 weeks. Some of them will be. But they're doing great in here. And they have so much more room. In the other space they had from here out to there and over was probably all they had. And
It was 5 by 7. Is what it was.
Yeah.
Which is fine for the first,
4 weeks.
3-4 weeks, yeah.
But in here, they could spread out. They have so much room. And the only time they're ever huddled in one direction is when, we startle them. So when we peek in through the windows, they're all over the place. And that was the other thing. They needed to be moved because they were generating so much heat and there was no ventilation in that other building.
Yeah, there's no windows in that other one. So this one came with 2 windows, and then I made 2 additional windows the other day. So, are you recording?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So one thing I've learned is you guys have seen Randy. That he's old news, but you always gotta. I've learned now. You've always got to carry at least a weed eater and a chainsaw in here, because you'll be driving around doing something different. You always find a tree that needs to be trimmed or something that needs to be string trimmed somewhere. So when you move out here, you get to buy cool tools. Look at the pretty lawn.
Pretty lawn. How did we get the pretty lawn, Jeffrey?
We mowed it.
With what?
Not a push mower. Right? We got a little cub.
It's cute.
Yeah. Facebook Marketplace pickup. It's like brand new. Always buy your used power equipment from the divorced, pissed off wife. You get it for cheap.
He's not joking, unfortunately.
No, I'm not joking. Yep. So, anyway, there's another cool little update piece of equipment that we got. Oh, we also cleaned the shop. We organized it.
Still haven't finished that project.
No.
We're still sleeping on the box spring.
Yeah, we are. Go see the OG chickens.
Yeah, we're getting almost a dozen eggs a day.
We are. They are.
We have gotten
killing it.
11 eggs a day, 2 days in a row. So
Hey, what? You want to see some spoiled chickens? Watch this. She's gonna go to the gate. Watch.
Hi. All of them. Except Dusty's taking a dust bath. Look at these girls. You fat chickens. Coming in. We're counting eggs. Who wants to go with me? Where's Grandma? Right here. Hello, Grandma Chicken. Hello, Grandma Chicken. I love Grandma. Oh, who laid an egg on the ground? Who did that? Who did that, Grandma? Huh? She doesn't know. I don't think they're all done because we Rosemary and Penny. Oh man, I couldn't remember her name. Rosemary and Penny, the two black chickens, they lay right before bedtime. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 6 there, 7, 8, 8 so far. So if Rosemary and Penny lay, which I think it is their egg business, we'll have 10 in here. Our little poo egg. But if I come out here and there's a lot in one box, relax. If there's a lot in one box, then I'll move them up because there's one hen that has a weak shell. We're figuring out why, but if there's too many eggs and they lay on top of it, it'll crack in the box, and I don't love that. So I put it in the box no one uses until I come back out later on and collect eggs. But they're all super clean now. Now that these are speckles, but now that we can keep the hay in, our eggs are all super clean, which saves us a lot of time. Oh, you scared me. They're visiting guests.
Yeah.
Or use your push mower with the bag on it. I bet they would like that as a treat.
It would. Well,
Trying to think, have we done anything else? We
that's-
finally had a night at the fire pit.
we did.
We
did.
got one night to enjoy ourselves.
So, all right.
I think you're updated.
Yeah, I think we got you caught up so far.
I think that's it. We've been working hard. I have muscles now. Lost a little weight.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning with the sun. We haven't put curtains on our windows because you just have to wake up and get stuff done, which is kind of nice. But that also means we go to bed like old people. About 10 o'clock, you're tired.
10 o'clock's late.
10 o'clock's really late, actually.
I could probably go to bed at like 9.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah. But you know, sometimes you just gotta have an hour of no kids and not doing any outside work. So, sorry.
I like pumpkin. Okay, pretty lady. Ready?
All right. Well, we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.